Last week on NBA Today, Ramona Shelburne gave some comments about Kevin Durant's fit in Houston. And in this video, we're going to break down what she said and why it's got a lot of people in the NBA world scratching their heads. So hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Rockets Digest. I'm your host, Donovan Ricondo. And we are oh so close to our 5,000 subscriber goal for the end of the month. We are currently 3 subscribers away. So if you want to be one of those 3, go ahead, hit that subscribe button now. We are covering the Houston Rockets all off season, all regular season. This is the channel for you guys right here on YouTube. Now, as far as today's video, we are talking about Ramona Shelburne and some recent comments she made about Kevin Durant's fit in Houston. Overall, she had great things to say about Kevin Durant, saying how he would be a great fit, how the Houston and KD both benefit from this new alignment. And she was talking about a little bit about KD and just how it's kind of like the perfect area for him. And I'm going to give you some of her initial thoughts on the matter about KD, saying, quote, he wants to play basketball and just worry about that. He needs to coach, to be the coach, and be the leader in that locker room and hold guys accountable. And that is what he's going to get with Ime Udoka. Kevin Durant is not going to have to be the loudest voice in the room. And that is a good thing because Kevin Durant doesn't really want to be the loudest voice in the room. He's not really that guy. That's not really his personality, right? He just wants to go out there and just win basketball games, play basketball, focus on basketball. And so in Houston, you're going to get that if you're KD, right? You're going to let Ime Udoka do his thing. There's a reason why Ime Udoka is one of the best top 5 coaches in the NBA. And so when you consider that and the relationship that he has with them, Ime Udoka and Kevin Durant, Brooklyn Nets, the USA basketball team, also Royal Ivy, as him and Kevin Durant go back to their Texas Longhorn days, as you see over here. And so that is a great thing to have him be put in that a system where all those guys they're very well connected. They like each other. Kevin Durant has gone on record saying, "I love the way Ime Udoka coaches, and that he doesn't sugarcoat anything." Right? If you do something wrong, Ime Udoka is going to tell you. Doesn't matter if you're Kevin Durant. Doesn't matter if you're LeBron James. Doesn't matter if you're the third guy on the bench. Right? He's going to tell you, "Hey, get your stuff together and let's go out there and play better on the court." Now, with Ramona Shelburne, she continued talking, and there's something that she said that's got a lot of people kind of, folding their arms, going, "Oh, really? Like, is this really what you think?" And I'm going to read to you what she said about the fit in Houston as well as the other teams he's played for. She said this, a very bold take. Every place he's ever been, that's what he's asked out of the coach. And I think this right here, this is probably the best fit he's ever had. I know Oklahoma City, those were some good fits. The Warriors, I think that sort of ran its course. Obviously, it wasn't a fit in Brooklyn with Steve Nash. And then last year with Budenholzer wasn't great. But that comment right there, best fit he's ever had, has got a lot of people raising their eyebrows. And I want to start off with the obvious, right? Yes, the Brooklyn Nets, Steve Nash days were not a great fit. Steve Nash was still a very young coach, learning new things. That did not mesh well with Kevin Durant. Coach Bud, Mike Budenholzer, that also did not go very well with Kevin Durant. They did not find a lot of success. They were trying to fire Coach Bud to appease Kevin Durant and him staying in Phoenix. Obviously, that did not work. And so okay, we understand those. Those were not very good fits. In terms of OKC, Scott Brooks and Kevin Durant, very good team. Those are, overall pretty solid. But, no championships, no anything. They had that one finals appearance, but nothing to show a result out of. But, not dogging that completely. But best fit, when Ramona Shelburne says this is the best fit he's had, the first thought people think is, what about that Golden State Warriors team? And you can make the case that that is his best fit, right? That is one of the best teams we have seen, that we will see in our lifetimes, quite frankly, when you consider that it was Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, Kevin Durant, all in the same team starting. That's one of the best starting 4 you could have anywhere, right? Like that is perfect. That, to me, or to a lot of people, should be seen as a best fit in terms of, the team. They ended up winning 2 championships. Kevin Durant won 2 back-to-back finals MVPs. And so when you consider that, it's like, okay, how can you make that statement when you consider the championships they want. And it's a fair point to make by someone who has that opinion. But what I do think Ramona Shelburne is saying is more just the system that is already in place. Because as we know, there was some infighting a little bit with that Golden State Warriors squad, Draymond and Kevin Durant, having some bickering, all of it's kind of, very competitive and trying to get the team to be the best as it possibly can be. But Kevin Durant, again, is not really one that wants to have to be that vocal leader, right? Like, of course, he's going to help out wherever he can, but in Golden State, it just wasn't exactly a key to what his personality was as a player. However, here in Houston, we're kind of getting that, right? You have Ime Udoka, who's going to lead these guys, who is known to be a very upfront coach, a very honest coach about what guys need to do. And on the flip side of that, you already have your quote unquote locker room leader in Fred VanVleet. Fred VanVleet that's the reason why they signed him 2 years ago. They told him, hey, we want you to help lead these young guys, Jalen Green, Alperen Şengün, Amen Thompson. We want you to lead these guys to new heights. Just show them the ropes. You are a former NBA champion. And so that is why they brought in Fred VanVleet. And he is a great leader. There's a reason why he was just elected president of the Player Association, if I'm not mistaken. So he's not only seen by his teammates as someone who's a great leader, but also the entire NBA league-wide, right? And so when you consider all those things, you already have that guy on the roster, which allows Kevin Durant to go, okay, I'll help out where I can, but at the same time, I'm going to focus on basketball, right? I'm going to focus on, putting up points for this team and helping us win games and doing everything I can in that aspect. And so to me, that puts him in a spot where he's comfortable, where the team's also comfortable because they know they're getting a primary scorer in Kevin Durant, and that the team is already in a good place. Again, they were a 2 seed last year, and now when you add Kevin Durant, when you add these other pieces like Dorian Finney-Smith, Clint Capella, re-signing Steven Adams, it just allows this team to be in a system where it also benefits Kevin Durant. And so when I see this comment of this is the best fit, I when I look at it from that perspective, I can't help but agree, right? Like, this is a fit where Kevin Durant wants to come here. He was saying, like, hey, I want these 3 teams. One of them was the Houston Rockets. He came here. He's going to be coached by a coach he very, very much respects. With huge differentiation from the past 2 teams that he's been on. So it's good to have him in a system where he has that kind of level of respect for the head coach. Not saying he didn't respect Steve Nash or by Coach Bud, but just there's an other level to it, right? And of course, Royal Ivy on the coaching staff is going to help out as well, considering how close friends those 2 are. And as far as the Houston Rockets are concerned, and as far as Kendrick Perkins is concerned, the Rockets should do everything in their power to keep him here for the rest of his career. And as we all know, is probably going to be the last team Kevin Durant plays for. As Big Perk talked on ESPN the other day, saying the Rockets are committed to Kevin Durant, or should be, and Kevin Durant is committed to the Rockets. He's on record saying his next destination before he left the Phoenix Suns wanted to be his last destination. I believe Kevin Durant will retire as a Rocket, and for my own sake, I hope Kevin Durant retires as a Rocket as well. And hopefully, in the time that he is here, we win another championship, our first championship in over 30 years. And so all of that is going to be very, very exciting to see. And so hopefully that comes about. In terms of a contract for Kevin Durant, that has not yet been announced. So far, he's only on contract for 1 year, but we're probably going to sign him to a 2-year, 3-year deal within the coming months. We'll see how all of that pans out. And so for any updates regarding that, we are going to give you them right here on this channel. There's a reason why we have 4,997 subscribers closing in on 5,000. We are giving you these updates on a daily basis for your H-Town team. Whether you're a diehard, whether you're someone who likes to tune in every once in a while, whether you're Houston native, just want to know what's going on with the team, this is the channel for you guys. And so we appreciate you joining us. And until next time, I am Donovan Ricondo. We'll see you on the next episode of Rockets Digest.